Welcome to today's podcast. I am Ria, a pre-5 from NIT Kurukshetra, and today we have a guest who truly embodies the power of innovation, entrepreneurship, and the spirit of our very own campus. We are thrilled to host Mr. Neeraj Gupta, a visionary founder and CEO of Lavox, a premier architecture and design company based right here in Kurukshetra. Mr. Gupta is not just a leading name in design, he is a proud double alumnus of NIT, having completed his BTech in civil engineering from 94 to 98 and his MTech from 2000 to 2002. His career path is a masterclass in applying engineering principles to the world of aesthetic design, built upon foundational work with industry giants like Gammon India Private Limited and his invaluable research alongside his mentor, Dr. Gulab Singh, right here at NIT. Today, we'll dive into his incredible journey, the shift from campus placement to founding Labox in 2019, and how he has expanded it into a comprehensive venture that includes architecture and design consultancy, value and estimation, and even pan India manufacturing of specialized wood products like doors, modular kitchens, and wardrobes in Habdor. Sir, it's an honor to have you. Thank you. Right. Let's get started. So, the path for an NIT Kurukshetra alumnus often leads towards core engineering or corporate IT. You have worked with industry leaders like Gammon India as a civil engineer and worked with Dr. Gulab Singh as a structural engineer. What then inspired you to find Lavox in 2019 and Habdo? And was there a specific project or market gap that sparked this entrepreneurship passion?
Actually, nothing was planned. Everything is planned by Destiny. I started my journey with the campus job in Cameron India Limited. I worked there for 1.5 years. Then I came back here due to some family reasons and then I pursued my MTech in structural engineering from 2000 2002. And during that period, I was associated with Dr. Gulab Singh, a premier name in structural consultancy in our institute. Uh, Unfortunately, he is no more right now. But I started my structural consultancy with him. I used to assist him in his projects, and gradually I learned the art of structural engineering and practicing into a field. Then I started with this. Then at some point of time, I decided that let us pursue this as a career, not to work for anybody, work for yourself. That's how I started with my uh, structural engineering practice. And when I started the structural engineering practice, gradually, as we are into Kurukshetra, uh, people used to know me by the designer, the civil engineer designer. They expect me. I am basically a structural engineer, but they for them I'm a building designer. Then gradually the work for architecture started coming to us. Then we learned through some architects. We collaborated with some architects. We expanded our work and some learning, some conferences, some short courses for 3 months to 6 months. That's how we started with architecture and design company. So at that time we were doing simultaneously structural engineering consultancy and small projects, residential projects in architecture. And gradually we evolved out with some bigger projects, like we designed some hostels at Kurukshetra University. We collaborated with some bigger architects. We learned some principle of architecture, interiors, and that's how the journey starts. And we continuously started evolving ourselves to the new field of architecture. And this is a big field.
And you do the healthcare in Kshetras immediately,
Yeah, we the major multi-specialty hospitals are being are designed by me here in Kurukshetra, all the bigger hospitals. And at present, in 100-kilometer area, almost every multi-specialty hospital is being designed.
Jesus. So you chose to base Avox in Kurukshetra. What was your motivation behind choosing the city? And what were the unique opportunities or initial challenges of starting and scaling a high quality design business from a regional hub as opposed to a major metro city?
Actually, Kurukshetra was not planned. Planning was to learn structural consultancy from somewhere. Fortunately, I found Dr. Gulab Singh, where I learned all the principles. But gradually, the work started coming to me. I opened up my office here. Nothing was planned whether I have to stay here or in Chandigarh or in Delhi. And no look back. It just started and never ended.
So, were there more engineers under Dr. Gulab Singh as well?
No, at that time only I was doing. Actually, he was retired. Whatever structural consultancy projects he was doing with government, all the projects I used to assist him in the evening or in the morning and whatever time I had left. So at some point of the time, they guided me to open your own office. He was ill. Then all the work from him started transferring to me. He checked this, and that's how I established my name in the industry. At present, I'm doing all the projects, most of the projects with prestigious institutions like PWD, B&R, HSIDC, Marketing Board, or whatever the administration here needs.
So, considering the comprehensive nature of Labooks, considering the consultancy, the interior works, and manufacturing, what was the single biggest initial challenge that you faced in early days? Was it securing the capital, hiring the right creative talent, or coordinating the complex supply chain for your woodworks and modular units?
You know, there was, as far as I know, when I started my practice, there was not as such any challenge was there, but the biggest thing was to establish yourself. The only thing in mind was to establish your consultancy, establish your name as a consultant, establish yourself as a premier architecture and structural design consultant. So I was doing structural consultancy with big architects and major institutions. The only challenge was to establish myself as an architect, because when you sit here in small town, nobody knows what structural engineer is. Everybody knows he's a building designer, and the challenge was to have your name in building designer, like establish yourself as an architect. As I'm a structural engineer, but I need to establish myself as an architect and interior designer. That was the biggest challenge. So learn some principles. गोल क्लियर था, विजन क्लियर था, पाथ क्लियर था, कैसे करना था वो क्लियर था. द ओनली थिंग वाज आई वाज इन नीड ऑफ सम क्लाइंट्स. सो एक तमन्ना थी, करते गए और काम भी अच्छा चला गया.
सर, तो ये गोल आपका क्लियर कैसे हो?
गोल क्लियर ऐसे हुआ था कि जब हम स्ट्रक्चरल कंसल्टेंसी करते थे, तो मार्केट में व्हेन यू सिट समवेयर इन द मार्केट, जो आपका इमीडिएट फैमिली है, इमीडिएट आपका सोसाइटी है, उसमें जब आप एज ए बिजनेसमैन यू आर देयर इन द मार्केट, you should have some name in the market. So when I used to go to some in the market for buying some things like tiles and stones and wood and woe, I was known to nobody. Then I thought of, yeah, you're doing so much big projects and nobody knows you. Even though you are working, you are designing bridges for HSIDC, you are designing buildings for most of the buildings at here in Brahms Road Complex, Multi-Art Culture Center, PSCs, overhead storage reservoirs, your both the gates, your gate at Pipli, the main entry gate, all the gates are designed by me, but nobody knows you in your circle. So the challenge was this. So then I started ki let us project yourself as an architect also. So we started with some marketing, meeting people. We do this, we do this. At that time, there was no Facebook and Instagram. So we used to meet people. We used to meet the vendors in the market, cement companies, steel companies. To through some references, some projects came, worked on them. When they floated in the market, gradually.
So, sir, how did you transition from your job to this?
Actually, I was the first job I got from campus interview was in Gammon India Limited. I got my posting fortunately in Panipat. I live in Kurukshetra, so Panipat was very near to me. I was there for the construction of NDCT cooling tower, natural drought cooling tower for Unit 6. I worked there for 1.5 years. Uh, I was there right from the first day to the completion of the project. After the completion of the project, I was given a posting in Assam. So, being the only son, my family refused to work there due to some disturbances there. So, I came back here. Nothing was planned. So, I joined Tech in Structural Engineering at our institute, NIT Kurukshetra. When I was studying, I used to help Dr. Gurlab Singh. That's how the job is done.
Serious. So, what is the core design philosophy or the unique selling proposition that defines every Lobox project? And what is the secret to scaling your manufacturing business to a pan India presence?
Basic thing, as is, I used to do some projects with matlab architects. Their drawings came to me and we used to design structurally their buildings. तो कुछ चैलेंजेस हमें आते थे कि जैसे-जैसे हम आर्किटेक्चर को सीखते गए और हम स्ट्रक्चरिंग के लिए उनको प्लान करते थे ना, तो हमें कुछ बेसिक चीज़ें ऐसी लगती थी कि शायद मैं उनसे बेटर डिज़ाइन कर सकता हूँ बिकॉज़ आई नो द स्ट्रक्चर वेल। दे आर डिपेंडेंट ऑन मी, आई एम नॉट डिपेंडेंट ऑन दैट बिकॉज़ आई वाज़ देयर टू गाइड देम हाउ टू बिल्ड द वॉल्स, where to put the walls, where to put the columns. They don't know anything. That's how I started. और वहाँ से जर्नी स्टार्ट हुई कि हम छोटे-छोटे प्रोजेक्ट्स के ऊपर काम करना शुरू किया, प्लानिंग की, हमें टीम बिल्डअप होती गई और कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स के साथ काम करते गए। धीरे-धीरे जब फील्ड में उतरे, फील्ड साइट्स विज़न होती थी, हमारा विज़न, हमारा टेम्परामेंट क्लियर होता गया। तो एक बेनिफिट रहा कि आर्किटेक्चर तो हम करना शुरू कर ही दिया था, ऑल्दो एट दैट टाइम बहुत बड़े प्रोजेक्ट हम नहीं करते थे। बट जिस विज़न और जिस एक्सपीरियंस के साथ हम फील्ड में जाते थे, तो वो विज़न और एक्सपीरियंस फील्ड में अदर कॉम्पिटिटिव आर्किटेक्ट्स के साथ नहीं था, जो कि एक साइट एग्जीक्यूशन के टाइम एज़ ए सिविल इंजीनियर हमें एक अपर हैंड भेजा था। तो वहाँ से हमें इंस्पिरेशन एंड आई वाज़ द ओनली वन पर्सन देयर who was postgraduate at that time in 2001. Most of the architects they were practicing there they were draftsmen or diploma holders. So I established myself as a postgraduate in structural engineering. तो वो बहुत बड़ा एडवांटेज था एक एलिपिशन का, एक एनआईडी के नाम का हमारे ऊपर कि लोग जो जानते थे करते थे उन्हें लगता था कि यस ही इज एजुकेटेड, ही इज एक्सपीरियंस्ड, he knows the project well, he knows the minute intricate details of the how to construct buildings, what to put and what not to.
So, it was a real expertise to you. So, what is the key to successfully navigating the inevitable conflicts between client expectations, budget constraints, and your creative vision? And what makes for the best client relationship, the secret recipe apart from what's genuinely more to the public?
देखिए, जहाँ तक ये जो आपने पूछा है कि क्लाइंट के साथ उसके साथ एक तालमेल, एक कंपैटिबिलिटी बनाना। एवरी क्लाइंट कम विद डिफरेंट एक्सपेक्टेशंस, ठीक है? आप एक लाइन ऑफ थिंकिंग के ऊपर काम करते हो। ये चैलेंजेस मेरे हिसाब से आपको जभी तक आते हैं अनलेस अंटिल यू आर नॉट अ ब्रांड। व्हेन यू आर ए ब्रांड, यू आर नोन फॉर योर वर्क, तब ये चैलेंजेस आपको नहीं आते क्योंकि आपके पास हमारी लाइन में जो काम आता है, देयर आर सो मेनी आर्किटेक्ट्स। हर एक के पास काम है, मेरे पास भी अपना काम है। आपके पास जो काम आता है वो बेसिकली वो काम आता है कि जिस लाइन ऑफ थिंकिंग पे आप काम करते हो उस लाइन ऑफ थिंकिंग का थॉट प्रोसेस आपके क्लाइंट का भी है। तो ही नोज कि मेरे मुताबिक काम कहाँ पर होना है और किस तरीके का मुझे काम चाहिए। वन इज पैशनेट अबाउट कंटेम्प्रेरी डिजाइन, वन इज पैशनेट अबाउट एग्जीक्यूशन, वन इज पैशनेट अबाउट द आफ्टर सेल सर्विस। तो डिफरेंट एक्सपेक्टेशन है। उस लेवल पे जब आप काम करते हो तो वो चीज़ें नहीं रहती हैं। हाँ, वो आपके कन्फ्यूजन्स रहते हैं, उनके कुछ भी हो सकते हैं, आपके बजटरी इश्यूज़ भी हो सकते हैं। तो बेस्ट पार्ट इज़ दिस कि बीइंग इन द स्मॉल सिटी वी हैव टू वर्क एज़ पर देयर एक्सपेक्टेशन। हमें दोनों ही चीज़ें डालनी पड़ती हैं। व्हाट वर्क्स बेस्ट फॉर देम, वी हैव टू गिव देम द सॉल्यूशन एंड विदिन देयर बजट। दैट इज़
Could you share a professional down moment, perhaps dealing with a demanding client or an execution mistake that happened in Laos, and the most crucial business lesson that you learned from?
मोस्ट क्रूशियल बिज़नेस लेसन इज़ कि you have to be patient, perseverance is the key and keep on working. That's all. Keep on evolving yourself. There is so much to learn. Your learning should not stop and just keep on learning and keep on growing, keep on evolving with latest materials, their incorporations, their application process. That is the key. Unless otherwise you'll be out of the market.
So you said we talked about patience, but right now hustle culture is something that goes on.
Patience in the sense, you have to patient with the client. Yes. Right? You have to listen to him. He is somewhere else. You want to do something else. So जो गैप है वो बहुत बड़ा है, उसको धीरे-धीरे उनको सुन के, उनको पहुँचाना, उनको बात बतानी, उनको करना, कहीं आपको एडजस्ट करना है, कहीं उसको एडजस्ट करना है और उनको बेस्ट सॉल्यूशन के लिए समझाना। दैट इज़ द पिक वो जो पीरियड है, वो बड़ा हमें पेशेंसफुली करना है। कई बार गुस्सा भी आ जाता है, वो भी हो जाता है, बट आपको उनको समझाना, करना कि दिस इज़ द बेस्ट सॉल्यूशन, दिस वर्क्स बेस्ट फॉर यू। एंड परसीवरेंस तो चाहिए ही आपको अनलेस अनटिल जब आप उसके ऊपर कंटिन्यूअस यू कैन नॉट लिव इन बिटवीन आपको रिजल्ट्स आ ही जाते हैं जब आप
If someone wants to enter the interior design field now, what roadmap should they take? And what is the best way to build a credible portfolio and gain experience?
for coming into the field of architecture and interior design, not many of the civil engineers are opting for this. You know, just by a chance I came into this profession.
Why is that?
हाँ,
Why be the opposite?
मे मिड मतलब ये डिपेंड करता है कि उसके सर्कमस्टेंसेस क्या हैं। वो अब एक सिविल इंजीनियर निकल के एक कंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनी में गया है, एक सिविल इंजीनियर निकल के मेरे पास आ गया है, वो मेरे साथ एसोसिएटेड था, मैं गुरलाब सिंह सर के साथ एसोसिएटेड था। तो डेस्टिनी ऑलवेज प्लेज इट्स रोल, उसको पता है उसको कहाँ लेके जाना है, ठीक है? और कहीं न कहीं से आपका अंदर एक इनबिल्ट ऑरा भी होता है जो आपको एस्थेटिक्स की तरफ और उसकी तरफ लेके जाता है। तो कहीं न कहीं जब आपको उस इंडस्ट्री में जाते हो तो वो चीज़ें द लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन ऑलवेज प्लेस व्हाटएवर यू वांट आपको वो चीज़ें अट्रैक्ट करते हैं और वहाँ आप चले जाते हो। बट एनी हाउ मतलब कोई भी इस फील्ड में आता है तो उसके लिए सबसे पहला सबसे ज़रूरी जो काम है, अगर आप इस लाइन में आना चाहते हो तो आपको इस लाइन की कंप्लीट नॉलेज होनी चाहिए कि व्हाट इज़ आर्किटेक्चर, व्हाट इज़ इंटीरियर डिज़ाइन, क्या इसमें चैलेंजेस हैं, क्या आप करना चाहते हो? क्या आपका एजुकेशन सिस्टम होना चाहिए? कब आप ग्रो करोगे? इट्स अ वेरी लॉन्ग प्रोसेस। 5 year study, then 5 year work, 5 to 6 year working, then internship, then learning somewhere, then starting your own venture, waiting for the clients to come, then waiting for the potential clients to come. बहुत लंबा प्रोसेस है। तो उसके लिए आपको पेशेंस के साथ-साथ आपको आपका विज़न क्लियर होना बहुत ज़रूरी है। Once your vision is clear, your goal is clear. When your goal is clear, then you set your path कि how to achieve it. When your path is clear, then you achieve it.
So, how do you see the rise of AI and rapid rendering technologies impacting the interior design market? Does it enhance the designer's creativity or does it pose a threat to the essential human element of the profession? And how are you incorporating AI into your career?
एआई हमारे बिज़नेस को अफ़ेक्ट तो सभी को कर रही है। एआई मेरे हिसाब से आपकी डिपेंडेबिलिटी ऑन द स्टाफ को कम कर रही है। ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि आप कुछ सोचोगे और वो बन के आ जाएगा। हर इनपुट आपको एआई को देनी पड़ेगी। एआई के पीछे भी आप ही डायरेक्टर हो, ठीक है? एआई जस्ट एन टूल टू एनहांस योर क्रिएटिविटी, नथिंग एल्स।
Yes. So, can you recall any delightful memory you have by your time at college? And how was the college like in the 90s?
या कॉलेज में सिटिंग ऑन द ब्रिज ऑफ नॉलेज बॉक, कॉन्फ्लुएंस, बंकिंग क्लासेस, गोइंग टू न्यू वे, sitting at the Polo canteen, just a samosa shared by 20 people, फ्राइडे बंक, फ्राइडे मेस ऑफ, केले खाना और उस दिन के पैसे बचाना।
Okay, sir. So, we have a rapid fire round. Quick answers and you don't have to overthink. Oh. So, modular kitchen or custom carpentry?
मॉडलर किचन,
Favorite corner of your office?
माय सीट,
Best business decision you have ever made?
बीइंग एन एंटरप्रेन्योर,
One design trend you wish you wish would disappear.
nothing is voluntary, nothing will disappear. One thing goes, then next come, then after some time the being that thing comes. This like a fashion. At present, 2 years back, everybody was into the modern architecture. Again, the old concepts are coming in. One at one moment, this design at one moment, like this, like fashion. It comes back.
Biggest myth about being a CEO or a founder?
Biggest myth is there is people think CEO is the most the person who has got the freedom. Okay, but you are not answerable to anybody. but no freedom, and you are answerable to everybody.
One favorite memory from your time at NIT Kurukshetra.
Spending time in the hostel. That's it. Every night spent in the hostel is a memory till now.
Biggest inspiration outside of design.
Mm, biggest inspiration outside the design is just to evolve yourself as you know basically at my age. I'm at 50 now. Establishing your business, making yourself, make earning money, all these stages are gone, but success is never you know counted by the money or your name. The success is mutual, success is continuous. You should be success is counted, आपकी spiritual success पे होनी चाहिए. You should be a better person, always helpful. आप spiritually grow करो, as a family grow करो, as a father grow करो. आपकी जो सक्सेस है, आपका लाइफस्टाइल एनहांस होना चाहिए, आपका वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस होना बहुत ज़रूरी है, ठीक है? साइड बाय साइड, मतलब मैं ये कहता हूँ कि पैसा कमाना ही एक सक्सेस नहीं है। देयर इज़ अ कंप्लीट रेमंड मैन, तो उस रेमंड मैन में कंप्लीट मैन के पीछे क्या है कि जो आपकी ग्रोथ है, आप एक अच्छे इंसान हो, ठीक है? आप एक अच्छे फादर हो, आप अपने लिए भी टाइम निकालते हो, आप अपने को भी टाइम देते हो, तो स्पिरिचुअली, इकोनॉमिकली, सोशली यू शुड बी अ बेटर मैन।
One word to describe the Lavok's journey.
It is amazing. We are growing, and my son is now into this field. He has done his bachelor's in architecture from University of New South Wales, Sydney, and he has joined me. And the younger son is in 12th. He is also going to pursue the same career. That is the big achievement. When your legacy is being transferred to your family, that is the biggest.
So that was a truly informative talk. Your journey from the BTech and MTech classrooms of NIT to leading a pan-India manufacturing design company is truly inspiring. Like, do you have one piece of advice for the students at NIT?
Pardon?
Do you have one piece of advice for the students at NIT?
Not to work for anybody. Go and have your own family. Whatever you think, just put it on the paper and put it in the field. Go and work for yourself, not to work for anybody. Work for yourself.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your experience from the creative process to the goal of entrepreneurship.
Thank you.